money, so it's probably gonna go 7 games. I actually kind of be, I don't know. I think I'm probably rooting for Rockets to beat them. I guess I don't know. Do I want to see a Rockets Bucks finals? I don't know. Or do I want to see KD in the finals? Because I don't get to watch LeBron in the finals, so maybe I want to watch Durant. So I don't know. But Harden, if Harden can turn it on, but he, getting his eyes gouged out doesn't help.
Yeah, that didn't help either. The other Western Conference semifinals, Western Conference semifinals game is the Blazers Nuggets. That one's also knotted up at 2 games apiece.
I don't have any clue who's going to win that series.
I don't either. I mean, it's
a really good series.
I feel like in all 4 of those games, I have bet wrong.
It's a really, really good series, and
you cannot figure out who is the better team.
Mr. Damian Lillard he's being a boss right now. He might, he's not playing better than KD, but he's close.
Yeah.
He's close with the clutch stuff.
I mean, and the Nuggets are so streaky. They are winning, losing. I mean, even in the middle of games, we always say basketball is a game of runs.
Yeah.
But I feel like the Nuggets are a team of runs all year. I mean, they were at one point the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. And then, ended up Golden State came and took that from them. But, I mean, the Nuggets, they could beat anybody any given night.
This is correct. Yeah. I mean,
I have no clue who's going to win that series.
I have no clue. I have no prediction. I want to watch it. I enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's good basketball.
It's been really fun.
You know what's funny? We talked about before how different the playoffs are than the regular season. It's so different.
Yeah.
They're so physical. They change it up. Totally change it up.
I feel like in the regular season, too, if you're watching a game and a team gets down like 10 or 12, all of a sudden they go into a different mode, and then it stays at about 10 or 12 that whole game, and they might end up losing by 15, 8 to 15.
Yeah, so
right?
I'm about to get paid. It's
but
cool.
in the playoffs, they get down by 10, all of a sudden they go on a run.
Yeah.
And they're up 2.
Or you got guys,
you're like, what the hell?
NBA, you got teams going on big old road trips to where they're playing 5. So, at those last 2 games, like it's a 5-game road trip, those last 2 games, they're dusted. They're done. They've been traveling. Like, they're not win. They might win, but, whatever. You know what's funny about these playoffs? You look at these series being so close. LeBron James, rolled the Raptors last year, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like LeBron, rolls through dudes. We're not getting that this year.
We're saying they have Kawhi, right? Last year in the playoffs?
Toronto?
Yeah.
No, they had Lowry and DeRozan. But they were the number 1 seed, and this year they're not even the number 1 seed. It's so funny. It's so different. And then LeBron gets to go to the Warriors, and he's like, hey, "Oh crap, I got nothing."
Yeah.
He's like, "No, who's gonna help me?"
No one. Because Ball is terrible. I mean, he's not.
I'm
talking
about last year with the
Lakers.
Cavs. I'm talking about last year with the Cavs.
Oh yeah.
So he
didn't have any help.
He gets to the finals, and it's like, he's got nothing. Kevin Love's like a ghost. And Kyrie gone, and I don't even know who he's relying on. So, but that makes me think LeBron gets another superstar on the Lakers, and then we're talking. Now we're talking some business because the kids are very streaky,
and they could. I mean, if anybody can recruit somebody to come help them, it's LeBron James, right? We agree on that.
So the thought is Klay Thompson talking about if he doesn't re-sign with the Warriors. I saw this today. If he doesn't re-sign with the Warriors, he's going to L.A. L.A. Clippers. Clippers are his preference. I'm like, what's that all about?
Maybe people don't like LeBron. I don't know.
Because he couldn't get anybody.
I would think if you have a chance to go play with arguably the best player of all time.
Yeah.
Definitely, I would say LeBron is the best player in the current NBA.
Yeah.
In today's NBA. He's the best player there.
Yeah, the only other argument is Durant.
Yeah, I mean,
LeBron's the consistent. I think it's 27.
And I'm not a LeBron. I'm not a LeBron guy. I say Jordan's the best player of all time, but arguably it could be LeBron. I mean, there's an argument there, and I get that.
Yeah,
but I feel like in today's NBA, LeBron is the best player, and I feel like sometimes the LeBron Jordan reference is not fair. Because they're not the same player at the same position. And the NBA is not the same as it was in the 90s in Jordan's heyday.
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, we're going off a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's fine because it's a fun conversation. The LeBron Jordan stuff, my thought on that is, if somebody wants to talk about Jordan being the GOAT, I'm not gonna say you're an idiot and nothing like that. Okay, there's of course, totally strong argument. I've come to the realization where I go, you know what? My favorite player to watch is LeBron James. He's my favorite player to watch because he does it all, and whatever. I feel like he makes teammates better, but I don't know. We'll see because the Lakers were trying to make that trade for Anthony Davis, and Davis was signed on to come to the Lakers. Like him and LeBron had dinner.
Yeah,
it was good to go, but
the team blocked it.
They didn't want nothing. I mean, the trades they offered for AD were ridiculous, and they didn't take it. So. Anyways, so we're NBA playoffs, and we're talking, and LeBron's not even in it. We're still talking about
LeBron.
Whoa!
I mean, I think that says to his star power.
Interesting thing this week too is I haven't watched the episode yet, but the show on HBO Shop's out. Interesting stuff. I really want to watch it because AB's on there talking about him leaving the Steelers and what all went down because there's another. I know there's two sides to every story, right?
Absolutely,
And no one's ever questioned AB's work ethic.
No.
Ever, right? There's videos of him working out 2-3 times a day. The dude's phenomenal. Yeah. Some people are questioning the teammate stuff. And what some of the clips I saw is that he was kind of talking trash on Big Ben. And what I'll say is I haven't watched it yet, but people do question Big Ben's work ethic. For sure. Even though he is a Hall of Fame quarterback. To me, he is.
He is. And you can't – I feel like in today's NFL, most teams build their team around that guy, around that quarterback.
QB, yeah.
And so you can't diss that guy. And again, we're transitioning from NBA playoffs into some NFL talk, but because LeBron, has the show shop, that's why we're bringing it up. But yeah, you can't not get along with your quarterback as an offensive player, especially if you want to be a star. And AB wants to be a star.
Right.
It's not like the Patriots organization, they know. The star is Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. You're going to go there, and you're either going to get in line with what those two guys say,
yep,
or you're going to leave because they'll find someone else.
Yep. They find guys that fit their system.
I mean, even the year Randy Moss was there, and I think that's probably why he wasn't there more than 1 year, because Randy Moss is a guy that likes to talk and likes to be a star.
Yeah, you know what? Think about that.
And so they were like, hey, just move on. We did it for a year, made it work. We had the best offense in NFL history.
Yeah.
And now move on.
The thing about Belichick, too, Belichick's never said anything. He actually said he really liked working with Randy Moss.
Yeah.
But as far as being a fit with the team, he's like, okay, they moved on to different kind of receivers, right?
Yeah.
They moved on to the Welker was really kind of promoted up, and then Edelman, and then like Chris Hogan, like these little guys.
Yeah, and I feel like Belichick has never dissed really anyone that's left his organization.
No.
He's never been that guy that's like, hey, I hated this guy, blah, blah, blah. He's just like, our personalities didn't mix.
Yeah,
or he didn't work out here.
Yeah, Randy Moss had a lot of good things to say about Belichick, too.
Yeah.
They like working with him. But they do. The Patriots have done this twice now where they trade for a receiver, keep him for a year, and then they trade him away. They did the same thing with Cooks.
Mm-hmm.
Went to the Super Bowl with Cooks. Cooks played really, really well. Then they traded him off to the Rams, right? Or trade? Yeah, it was a trade.
Yeah.
It was a trade. So they kind of rent a receiver for a year, and then Belichick kind of goes, I don't know if I want to put that much money into a receiver. Let's go ahead and ship him off. Rams take on the big contract or whatever. So it's interesting. But yeah, something else I saw this week talking about the Patriots and Tom Brady. Tom Brady has come out and said, was it Brady? Yeah, I think it was Brady came out and said there's never going to be another team like the Patriots. And the stat that they got thrown out was that, the reason is Brady is the 7th or 8th highest paid player in the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's making whatever. It'll never happen again. And it hasn't happened since where a quarterback's taking less money.
Yep.
Not
because he totally believes in the system.
every year he's taking less money. And actually, what he came out and said was, "I can take less money because my wife makes so much, and so I'm not worried about. I'm worried about winning."
Yep.
And that makes sense. And so, the deal on that is I don't know if I ever see anything because Mahomes about to get $200 million here, like in 2 years. So I don't know, kind of interesting there. But
Yeah. So we could talk more about that as it develops. Okay. Last week we had Marion Holt on the show from 7216 Recruiting. We had some people reach out to us about how to get involved with them, or if you have a high school student that is an athlete, then feel free to reach out to them again at 7216SR on Instagram was the best way to get a hold of them. But he talked a little bit about a health fair he's having at 5220 Swope Parkway, Kansas City, Missouri this weekend. And we have partnered with them, and we are actually going to be out there from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. So if you want to come meet us, come chat with us. You've listened to the show maybe from day one, maybe from, just last week's show. But come on out, say hello to us. We would love to meet you and greet you at this health fair event.
you want to be out there, we're going to do a live show. You want to come on the show. You want to talk trash. If you're from St. Louis and you want to talk trash to me, bring it on. We'll get real violent. No, not really. No. No, if you want to stop by and say what's up to us, definitely love to see if somebody random comes up to us and say they listen to the show. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Like if we don't know you or whatever, that'd be really cool. So just come out. We'll be there. We're kind of working it, kind of helping out or whatever they kind of need us to do. We'll be there. So, come on out.
We'll be around. And remember, if you have a child, again, that is, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th grade on up, and they need a sports physical to play sports next year, then, bring them out, bring the paperwork. You can get them their sports physical for free. They're going to have nurse practitioners and doctors there doing those sports physicals. So come on out and get that done. And it takes something off your plate that you have to do later in the summer. As a coach, one of the most frustrating things is when a kid shows up in August, day one of practice, and you have to tell them you can't practice because you don't have a physical. You've had all summer, all spring to get this done. You got to do it once a year. Just show up on Saturday, May 11th, 5220 Swope Parkway. Get your sports physical out of the way.
Get it done. Don't show up, make Gary get angry at you.
Yeah.
Get it done, man. Come on, just get it done. And he'll make Gary Carl happy.
Yeah, and if you come out and you're like, hey, I came here as an athlete just to get my sports physical, so it's out of the way, come say hi to me, and I'll be like, hey, thank you. As a coach, I thank you for taking care of that.
Gary even says he might perform the physical. He's cleared to do that.
No,
so.
I'm not a certified physician, so I will not.
Live on the show. Gary's giving out physicals.
No, I will not be doing physical, but I endorse you getting it taken care of.
Yeah, just get her done.
5220 Swope Parkway, 11 a.m., 2 p.m. is the time for that on Saturday, May 11th. It's partnership with 7216 Recruiting. Sports recruiting, again, they do all sports, and we'll talk more about that probably on the live show on Saturday. So tune in.
To get her done.
Yeah, get her done. Also on Saturday, it's going to be a busy day for Midwest Mikes. Busy day for Midwest Mikes.
That's good.
On Saturday.
That's
it
good.
is. We also have our second game with our partnership with the Kansas City Titans of the Women's Football Alliance Tackle Football League. That game is at 7 p.m. at Truman High School. So, hey, we'll be at 5220 Swope Parkway at the church from 11 to 2. Then at 7 p.m. we'll be at Truman High School. We'll actually be there a little early, but 7 p.m. is game time for the Kansas City Titans. Next home game, they've been on a bit of a losing streak since the season started. It hasn't been good.
Keep it positive.
But they play the St. Louis Slam this weekend. So we got to beat the St. Louis Slam, right?
I from what I hear of St. Louis, everything that comes out of there is trash. No, not really. But I hope we beat them. We should beat them. It's going to be a good game.
I will say this, Kansas City, don't let St. Louis Slam show up with more fans than we have. I know it's women's football.
I would be so angry.
Yeah, I know it's women's football, but we cannot let more St. Louis people show up than Kansas City people.
Yeah.
So come out, watch the game. It's only a few bucks to get in.